This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Nittany Lions headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Coming out with it, it's Mays. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Here's a give the ball. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a second and 2. The run inside. It's Pryor. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Mays. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on third and short. The RPO, it's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Finds his man. It's Brown. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground and created a little bit of separation, and that made that play work.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. They'll start on the ground with people.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Beck. That's reeled in, it's Peoples. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He goes right back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Samuel. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st, it's at the 37.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it. Open space at the 25. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking to throw again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab down the middle. Knocked down for the tackle.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Running inside. It's Pryor. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Nice move, creates some space. Snags it, and there's running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive, bro. It's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
There's some room. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going to the run, it's Ball. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DB's lined up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Beck. Bringing the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline.
Guys, look at this. Surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He breaks a tackle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Under fire. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
You want to play zone? You don't want to bring pressure? That's fine. If I'm a wide receiver, it's my job to find those holes. I sit down in it. Nice curl route, nice throw, nice catch.
On 3rd down, here's Peoples. There's a crease. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
The run inside. That ball is live in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to People. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain.
He just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they did not secure the football. It bounces out of bounds. It is a touchback and a turnover. How about the shot of adrenaline and the increase in the pulse rate when you see that football squirt out like that, and then it just rolls harmlessly out of bounds?
Did you see all those defenders? You see how quick they got their heads wrapped around? They were trying to find that ball on the ground. They had a lot of bodies running over, diving, trying to get on top of that football in bounds. I tell you, I love the effort. They're still trying to create takeaways. Man, they almost came out with a big one there.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. To the air. It's Beck. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Here's Peoples. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. The snap sets up to throw. Moving out to the right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner is stopped. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Here's a heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Penn State. The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Mays. And the returner will be brought down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive going to the air. What a grab with one hand. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He wants to go deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense.
Caught, and he's got room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's Washington on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Complete. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Fires to the tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
He wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete on third down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The spin, still on his feet. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that.
Oh, it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Running inside. It's Montgomery. Here, got enough space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to run with ball. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Turning to the running game here on third and goal. How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On the draw, it's Peoples. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Peoples again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Back to pass, it's Beck. They're working that left side. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Sowell. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Here's a give to Peoples. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, these offenses that are built for late game situations, when you get later in the football game and you have the lead and you got a guy that you can hand it to like him that keeps making plays over and over again, man, does it start to put a lot of pressure on the defense for them to be super aggressive and bring a lot more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Trying play action. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the first down, threw the interception, but no harm.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Mays. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Ball. Turning it on. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. In the red area, it's Ball. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to barrel in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there because it's 3rd and short. You're in field goal range. Can't take a sack and knock yourself out of that field goal range. And you certainly don't want to force the football into traffic, risking an interception. Throw it away. Now you can kick the field goal if you want to.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And just saw one there on the crossing route.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. And now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
4th down, same as 1st, same as 2nd, same as 3rd for this offense. Going for it in a big-time moment. Get the big 1st down. This game, you're running out of time defensively. You're going to have to find a way to get a stop, even if it takes 4 downs.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Off play action on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Beck. Fires to the big fella. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as...
Flying down the right side. He is in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Jackson. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mays. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. With the catch, it's Mays.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
The Gators headed quickly to the line.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. As every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
They're dealing with a second and long. This time it's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was.
Continues to fight for yards.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The 40.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And we'll just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center quarterback exchange.
And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To throw, it's Beck. Here's the pressure. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty.